Welcome to the Ringer Fantasy Football Show. My name is Danny Heifetz, and I'm joined by Danny Kelly and Craig Horlbeck. And today we're going through our must-add players after Week 15. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to go position by position. We're going to give you a number one player at that position. Then we're going to, if we pick the same ones, we'll do a trivia tiebreaker. You know it works. And also, you probably figured it out by now. Not that complicated. Email us your trivia. Email us fantasycourts at ringerfantasyfootball@gmail.com. We're going to go through a bunch. We are going to start with injuries. There are probably more injuries this week than we've had in a long time.
The regression has arrived.
Yeah, it did. The healthiest running back season of our lifetime. Not anymore. So I'm going to go through. Going to start with the very scary, not cool injury whatsoever. Grant DuBose, the receiver for the Dolphins.
As opposed to the other cool injuries.
Well, not cool, but you know what I mean. Sorry. Well, the serious one. The other ones are not serious.
We understand.
Yeah.
So Grant DuBose had that horrific head injury. And there was an 11-minute delay in the Dolphins game. It was extremely scary. I believe ambulance on the field. It was just like absolutely awful. We actually have an update on him now. So the Dolphins released a statement this morning. We're recording this Monday afternoon, East Coast time. Dolphins released a statement. I will read the whole thing. Quote, an update on the status of Dolphins receiver Grant DuBose. After sustaining a head injury in yesterday's game, Grant DuBose remained at a local Houston hospital for evaluation overnight. He has movement in all extremities and initial tests have revealed positive results. He remains under the care of doctors for continued observation. End quote. As DK always says, ghoulish sport.
Yeah, they had to cut off his jersey and his helmet and his pads and everything, which I don't know if I've seen that before. I'm sure it's happened before, but that was very scary, of course. So great to hear that he's doing better, obviously. But yeah, very, very scary moment. And yeah, and then they just started playing football right after he left in the ambulance. It was just so surreal and weird.
At least we're at the point now where we're much more sensitive to these issues and we're not celebrating them like we were 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
what was the
jacked
tag?
Up? Yeah.
Jacked up.
At least we're not doing that. We're slowly moving in perhaps a better direction.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, well, curious, hope Grant DuBose makes a full recovery. Obviously, it's awful. So yeah, there's a bunch of other injuries as well. The crazy one from this morning, David, as if the Lions didn't have enough injuries.
Dude, what is going on with that team?
David Montgomery, running back, heart, soul of this offense, sprained MCL, is going to go undergo season-ending surgery for David Montgomery. Awful. That is so sad. And first of all, I think the Lions.
Not a cool injury either, this one.
No. Sorry. All right. I'm not going to live that one down. I can see.
The Sonic and Knuckles thing. How are they going to keep this going?
Sonic and Knuckles is brutal. No, this sucks because, we had talked yesterday, but the Lions are not the favorite to win the NFC anymore. I'm sorry, but we've reached that point where.
Yeah. They're a different team. There's a completely different roster pretty much
it's
now.
Theseus's ship. It's a team. Yeah, 15 injured defenders and injured reserve. You're talking about basically entering the season, their 4 best defensive linemen. Their best inside linebacker, their 2 or 3 best cornerbacks, basically. This team is just, the defense is ravaged. And now you're looking at a week where they get back they got back Taylor Decker at left tackle. But David Montgomery, so now it's just Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll get to running backs and who to add and stuff. Craig Reynolds is next man up. But overall, in 48 hours, I've gone from I want the Lions to win the Super Bowl more than anything to I kind of don't think they'll make it. And I would actually be almost surprised if they were able to do it.
You just have to adjust expectations a little bit, I think, at this point, right? A couple of weeks ago, they were a juggernaut. And now, I don't know. I think they can still compete with anybody, of course, but
now they're going to be the team that needs to win 40 to 35 every game. And it's probably not going to.
They're if the Bengals had made the playoffs with a stronger O-line and running game. Yeah. But it's the Bengals, it's just a track mate. So that sucks. Okay, so we'll get to positions in a moment. The one thing I wanted to just put on everyone's radar, hopefully people are making the championship, weird stretch of football coming. Very weird stretch. Week 17, there's going to be, I know we're entering week 16 right now, but I just want people to know, because, first of all, for our schedule, for our show, we're going to be having episodes on Sundays and Mondays and Wednesdays too. We're not going to have a Friday preview entering the season. But I wanted everyone to know there are games on Christmas Day, which is Wednesday. There's going to be Thursday Night Football on Thursday. 3 games on Saturday and Sunday. So just for your purposes, if you win this week, if you make the finals, you have to set your lineups on Christmas, which I wouldn't be shocked between Christmas Eve and Christmas if you miss that. So anyway, I know people know that Netflix is having Christmas games, but there's 5 days next week that there's going to be football.
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday.
Thursday,
Tuesday,
Saturday,
Wednesday,
Saturday,
Thursday.
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine if Netflix gets screwed and Mahomes doesn't play on Christmas Day on their platform?
They're going to make him. I think I saw part of my take and they're going to make him play. They carry him out there like Hannibal Lecter, like put him out on a cart.
Carson Wentz is kind of like Cole for Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Like
he's a gift
Cole.
to some. He's a gift for Steelers fans.
Yeah. Okay. Running back, DK, who's your number one running back ad after week 15?
This one's tough. I'm going with Jerome Ford for the Browns. Another injury that we didn't mention quite yet. Nick Chubb broke his foot.
Sucks.
Out for the year.
Awful.
I think he was already starting to be sort of supplanted by Jerome Ford anyway, because Ford's healthier overall. Chubb is still coming back from the horrific knee injury. But yeah, Jerome Ford last week, 7 carries, 84 yards, touchdown, plus 2 catches. He gets the Bengals next week, which is huge, and then the Dolphins in 2 weeks. So good matchups, good player, I think. This offense obviously is we don't know what's going to happen, whether it's going to be Jameis or DTR, whoever. Well, he's going to get most of the volume. So I would probably focus on Jerome Ford as your number one pickup.
Yeah, it's weird. This is like the most robust running back market on waivers all year, I would say. There are like a lot of guys who I think are serviceable flex plays. Kendre Miller, I was debating on the Saints. Kamara has a groin injury. They're playing the Packers in Green Bay. There's just nobody on the Saints anymore to like give the ball to. So that's kind of why I think I was leaning Kendre, and I might do that. Although the matchup of Cincinnati with Jerome Ford is the only thing keeping me on the fence here. But maybe for the sake of this game, I will go with Jerome Ford. Just so
I think it's got to be Jerome Ford for a number of reasons, but I think it has to be Jerome Ford. I'm dubious of how many leagues he's available in. I do think I've seen some people drop him just because he hadn't had 7 points in like 2 months before this. So,
well,
I think
it was a split backfield before this. Now he's going to get much more volume, I think.
I think Jerome Ford for what Craig said with the Bengals and the matchup, and also we'll get to Kendre Miller in a moment, but that's Monday Night Football, so we can get to that. I think Jerome Ford's the guy. It's Jerome Ford showdown time. If Jerome Ford's available, I feel like he's probably not, but you really never know who people.
He's 43% rostered in Yahoo leagues. Yeah, go after him though. Although, like I said, a lot of people. We'll get to the others. It is the Jerome Ford. So sad for Nick Chubb. Showdown time. Delayed long.
Quicker on that trigger. Billy
William.
How many people visit the Pike Place Fish Market every day?
Every year?
Day?
Every day.
Every day.
That's an interesting question.
DK, do they toss the fish every day?
I don't know, to be honest. I think they toss it quite often. I don't know about every single day, but yeah, they toss it a lot.
I'm letting you guys know right now, 2 of these 3 questions I like almost nailed.
Cool. You had 24 hours to think about them.
No, I give my answer like immediately, and then I read it and just write down what I wrote.
Every day.
Can't you just sit there for 10 minutes and think about what the answer is and then write it down?
You think I'm thinking about these trivia questions answers for 10 minutes?
Yeah. You're probably thinking about them all day. Have you ever changed your answer in your head, gone back?
No.
Don't believe you.
Okay. You go through the fucking emails.
How do you know how many people visit a market? Do you have to buy a ticket? No. How do they know?
How do they know? I didn't look that far into it. They guess.
Is it how many people are purchasing something?
Well, no, it's a market, so they probably have an idea of how many people, the percentage of people who buy, and it's probably based on. I'm sure it's probably inflated.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be wildly high or wildly low. Love this. This is how it always is. All right, I think I have a number in my mind.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
9,000.
Ow! I said 10.
I said 15,000. Would you say, DK?
We're all close.
10.
Oh, it's 20.
20,000 a day.
Yeah.
Dang, they're putting up numbers. That's a lot.
Those are not rookie numbers. Those are vet numbers.
Good for them. The other thing that Pike Place is really known for is flowers. If you want to go buy flowers and you're in the Seattle area, they have a shit ton of flowers there.
Is Seattle still like coffee capital, or is that kind of come and gone?
I mean, I don't know. The other thing about the Pike Place market is the original. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know like what other people think. It's definitely like Starbucks is still based there. Starbucks started the original Starbucks shop is like in that little Pike Place area. So it's also part of that like history and lore or whatever.
Okay, so I'll get Jerome Ford.
Yeah.
DK, you get
I was next. God. There's a few here. Okay, so we mentioned Kendre Miller. Tyjae Spears for the Titans came in and had a pretty big role. He had 6 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Pollard left briefly with an ankle injury. It doesn't sound like that's like serious, but you never know. I think I'm going to go with Kendre for the Saints. It's tough though. I think those are the next 2 guys.
Yeah, there's also Sincere McCormick who plays tonight for the Raiders.
Yep.
I think Sincere is a lot more likely to be rostered than Kendre Miller.
And Tyjae Spears, I would say.
Craig Reynolds for the Lions, who is probably not going to have a huge role, but he'll play like a backup role now to Jahmyr Gibbs. Kenneth Gainwell for the Eagles. If Barkley misses any time,
I'm surprised you're not taking Kendre Miller because Kamara, when he got hurt,
he did.
Oh, you did.
I took Kendre.
Sorry. I thought he was
I'm
waffling.
trying to figure out what to do now. I'm probably going to lean. God, I guess Spears. Kamani Vidal is like taking over the lead role a little bit on the Chargers, but I just don't want him. They can't run the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of don't like what's going on with
neither
their
him
offense.
nor Gus have any speed.
No, they have no juice. I think I'm going to go with Spears just because at the very least, if Pollard's a little banged up, they're playing Indianapolis. They use him in the passing game. I'll go with Spears.
And also Kenneth Gainwell's out there too. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. Saquon's banged up. I feel like he'll still play, but yeah, Kenneth
Ty
Gainwell's
Johnson
fine.
For the Bills all of a sudden the last 2 weeks.
No,
yeah, you're not.
They're just using him in the passing game. He's like essentially another receiver for them.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that though?
I'm not going to start him, but if you're really desperate, 16 team league out there or something.
Sure. I think Kendre, Jerome Ford, and Tyjae Spears are probably the correct 3.
Right.
I agree. With Sincere McCormick
and Sincere if he's out
with
there.
Sincere on the
to your point about Kamani Vidal, shout out Nate Yankee at Pro Football Focus who pointed out that Vidal played all 6 third downs and then all 5 plays in the 2-minute drill, which again, it's just rare. You just don't see that a lot from a rookie, just getting like all the third down work.
I don't know if he's any good.
No, I don't know. But the Bucs are hard to run against.
Man.
I mean, they're playing
the Chargers offense just has no juice.
Yeah. Receivers. I mean, this is Romeo Doubs, right, DK?
It's either Romeo Doubs or for me, Jalen McMillan for the Buccaneers, who has come on really, really strong the last couple of weeks. Obviously, Baker Mayfield is balling out. I am still pretty dubious with the whole Packers offensive rotation. They make me nervous every week. Obviously, Doubs went off this week, and you guys were right about that. But I still like every week. It's like, oh, is Jaden Reed going to get 30 points or maybe 0?
Yeah.
Is Romeo Doubs going to catch a touchdown or is he going to have 2 catches? You know what I mean? It's like I just don't like to live that life. At least with Jalen McMillan, he had 7 targets this last week, 6 the week before that. They have Dallas and Carolina the next 2 games, really good matchups. And so I think I lean McMillan. I'm going with McMillan, even though Doubs is their best. I think the best receiver on the Packers right now is Romeo Doubs. Obviously, Jaden Reed really good too, but they don't play him in anything but 11 personnel. And so Doubs is playing way more snaps. But I'm going to lean McMillan.
I think are clearly the top 2 guys. And for the same reason that we had Doubs last week, where Doubs is not only a really good option, but also you want guys playing later in the day because if you're adding someone off waivers in your starting lineup in the semifinals, it's because you have someone who's questionable that might not play. So if you have like Kamara with a groin injury, or if like Saquon doesn't play or something, like basically if there's a player that you aren't sure if it's going to play, Jalen McMillan's Sunday Night Football, Bucs Cowboys, Romeo Doubs is Monday Night Football. I think that's a huge lean. Like you want someone who will it's really annoying if it's not helpful if you're like bye week fill-ins on Thursday Night Football. That doesn't help anybody. Yeah. So I think Doubs and McMillan, I'm fine 1A, 1B right there. So
the other guy that's
Doubs,
like
but it's
a risky one, but I like is Jalen Coker for the Panthers. Xavier Legette is going to be out this week. Groin injury.
Week with a groin.
It's because he ate the raccoons.
Yeah.
It's food poison.
So if you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, he's shown out. He's back healthy. He missed a bunch of games, but he's back healthy. He had a big game this last week. He had like a 70-yard touchdown or something like that. He had like a huge play.
I agree. Those are my top 3.
Yeah.
Craig, who are you going?
I'm going Doubs.
Okay. So it's Doubs time.
It is the Romeo Doubs showdown time.
Telling you right now, I almost nailed this one too. Telling you right now.
I don't know why I don't like hearing that. That doesn't make me happy.
This one's from Chris.
Topher.
How many players in the current Patriots roster are younger than Bill Belichick's girlfriend?
24.
Damn, you knew that a little too quickly.
No, we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jordan Hudson was born on March 5th, 2000.
God.
So how many players?
That's
in
her
the
name,
Patriots?
Jordan Hudson?
I didn't fact check that, but that's what he said.
How many player on their roster?
On the active 52-man roster?
53, yeah.
53-man roster? Okay.
Okay, I think I got a number.
3, 2, 1.
27.
28.
Damn it.
Oh my
Craig and I
God,
are
you
right
guys
on the...
went high. I
thought
said
it was a young
14.
team.
It's 13.
Oh, they're kind of old. That's not a great sign.
24? 24 is like...
No wonder
We're
Bill left.
Going Leo here. Ew. There's only 13.
No wonder he got out of there.
That's fair. I don't,
God damn
really
it.
know.
Man, I feel like we were all... Okay.
There's only 13 players on their roster under 24.
DK.
That's like a third. A third is a lot.
DK, you edged me out
That's
in
fair.
both of these trivia questions. I said 9,000. You said 10. I said 28. You said 27.
Sweet. So wait, Heifetz is taking Doubs. I'll take McMillan.
I'll go with Coker.
Also, everyone's going to
Coker.
yell at me. I know it's like not really a third. It's probably closer to a quarter. Whatever.
I mean, either way, I was thinking it would be more, but yeah.
I hate like fear of being bad at math on air. I hate that. I hate when I know it's like when I just like generalize a percentage and I'm like, there's going to be one person who's like, got that wrong.
14
Like, I don't want
divided
to
by
have
53
to
is not a
say
third.
the actual number.
I know.
Yeah.
This is like when we talked about the Taylor Swift number of concerts. I like just do very, very quick math and I don't think about it at all. And I'm always like way, way off. And I hear about it a lot. And I'm sorry. I'm not good at math.
So DK gets Jalen McMillan. I'm taking Romeo Doubs. Who are you taking, Craig? I think Coker. Yeah, Coker's the right answer.
The Coke.
The only other thing I'll say is Trey Tucker on the Raiders. I don't think you should take him, but we're recording this before Monday Night Football.
I know.
If
A lot of
Desmond
Raiders.
Ridder, what'd I say?
No, I said a lot of Raiders for the waiver wire. Sincere, Trey.
Nate Yonke, PFF, did a great job pointing this out, that Desmond Ridder came in week 12 through like 6 passes and 4 then went to Trey Tucker.
Just feeds Trey Tucker.
And if it's like that again...
Is
like
that not
Trey,
just like the craziest small sample size ever, though?
Of course it is. That's why we didn't fucking pick him. But
Yeah.
if that holds tonight, and like tonight on Monday Night Football, you're like, that's weird that Trey Tucker has 13 targets, then like you could look at him for next week. But only if it's like weird and they're commenting on it, on how he really likes Trey Tucker.
Did you guys consider Tim Patrick?
No.
So the last 2 weeks, 7 targets, 8 targets. He has 3 touchdowns. He also had another touchdown. I think that he had another target in the end zone that he didn't catch.
I love Tim
This
Patrick
is a
as
team that's
player.
going to score 40 something points a game. I don't know. I'm just throwing Tim Patrick out there too. Could do worse. The reason
When
I
it
say
comes to
too is because I
Jalen
think
Coker, yes,
he's
you
actually really good. I think Tim Patrick is a good player.
He was. They gave him dude, I was there with Maze the day that he tore his ACL at Broncos.
Oh yeah,
practice.
that's right.
Well, didn't he have the Klay Thompson Achilles and
Yes.
ACL? Yeah.
Yes. He got a contract extension like a week before that, which, I mean, thank
Brutal.
God for him. But anyway, yeah, Tim Patrick's the man. You can take him over Jalen Coker. Who gives a fuck?
We're playing at Chicago, at San Francisco the last 2 weeks.
That's not ideal.
Tight ends, bleak midwinter out here. DK.
I'm going Brenton Strange.
Hell yeah, dude. Is Brenton Strange good?
Just looking for some Strange out there, you know?
Oh, okay.
Would you take him over, like, if Noah Gray for the Chiefs is available, you'd go Brenton Strange?
Craig didn't
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I have Noah Gray number 2 here on my power rankings.
You would,
Behind
your
Strange.
season on the line, you're going to go Mac
He had
Jones to Brenton
12
Strange?
targets.
12, dude. I think Brenton Strange is not bad.
Yeah.
They're playing the Raiders too.
Yeah.
Raiders and then the Titans.
Noah Gray's playing the Texans with maybe out Mahomes.
11
This is like
catches
the backup
funny.
quarterback with the backup tight end.
Dude, it's not going
They
to be
have
Mahomes
chemistry.
isn't going to play in this game probably.
Yeah. He's probably not. Yeah, I guess you actually have to go Brent. You're right. Mahomes is probably not going to play.
He had fucking 11 catches.
Yeah, I know. I just like he's Brenton Strange. All right,
Brenton.
fine. Fuck it. All right, I'll do Brenton Strange. You're right.
Dude,
Fuck.
the waiver wire at this point in the year is bleak. What are we talking about? Who cares? You're not gonna feel good about any of these guys.
Also, no tight ends got hurt this week, I don't think. So I don't know a scenario in which you're adding
Well, Evan Ingram on
starting
injury
Brenton
reserve.
Strange. I guess if you have Evan Ingram, sure.
Wow, that now I know it's December. Brenton Strange.
We're just going to ignore DK's Strange
yeah,
comment.
what was that? What did
he say?
Why are we so offended by
I
that?
don't know. I just haven't heard that phrase in a while.
What did you say?
He said he's looking for some strange. Which
I'm not
I don't
gonna
know.
lie.
He doesn't know what that. Do you not know what that means, Heifetz?
It
I don't
means-
even know what it. I don't even know what it's supposed to mean.
Right. Means you're out looking for women.
For some strange ass. Go out and get some strange ass, you know?
I don't know if that still plays.
Some strange?
Really? Do you think it's like not politically correct?
No, I don't think it's politically incorrect. I just think it's very outmoded.
Well, I'm 42.
Outmoded?
What do you want from me?
What does that word even mean? Outmoded?
It's fucking, it's old school. I don't know. It's
Craig, I'm old.
I didn't
say that the kids are saying it right now.
I feel like I've never even heard that.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's like an early aughts term or something like that.
Dude, I saw a really funny tweet the other day.
Get Austin
that was like,
to go look it up.
DK, someone said in the early aughts, if you wore a long sleeve t-shirt underneath your short sleeve t-shirt, that meant you liked music.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah.
I thought that was really funny.
I don't know if that conclusion is correct, but I used to wear a long sleeve shirt under a short sleeve shirt all the time. It was like in my high school, that was definitely a thing.
Oh yeah,
like, that's so
when
funny.
I was in high school, it was like big baggy ass cargo pants.
Dude, that's back fully.
Yeah,
is
I
that
know.
How you got
it's full
strange?
Circle. If you like see pictures or videos of me in high school, it's like I'm like, this is how Gen Z dresses now. I'm wearing like big baggy ass t-shirts, big baggy ass jeans, and cargo pants.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. Like some of the haircuts are kind of back. It's just wild.
Dude, have you seen the memes that like in Peaky, like British men, like Peaky Blinders used to wear hats like that, and now that's like the haircut for British men now is just like that hat. It's like a haircut. Like, it's just what people's hair looks like.
Kind of hangs over the forehead, coming down a little bit.
Yeah, like that. Like yeah. All right. Anyway. Oh wait, trivia. Right.
It is the Brenton looking for some strange showdown time.
Great, you just grimaced when I said it.
I don't know. I'm curious to hear what people think about that. Again, I don't think it's problematic. I don't know why it kind of jumped out to me.
It is an old term.
Yeah.
I'm admitting that.
Old fashioned.
I wasn't super close with this one.
Okay. I don't like you telling us that. Just tell us.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Fine. Also, wait, sorry. Before we even do this, I have to tell you, someone else emailed, like one of the earlier people, I cut off the email, but they said, my wife first heard me listening to your podcast when I had it on a speaker while doing dishes. And you were talking about the two Yankees players wife swapping with swingers.
Fritz Peterson.
Yeah. And Mike Kekich. And she likes our show, but she calls us the Swinger Show now. So I just wanted to note that.
Yeah. That's fine.
Anyway.
That's fair.
This question is from Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron Rodgers.
I loved Danny Kelly comparing Jared Goff to a Ford Taurus. As a 46-year-old, I also loved that Heifetz and Craig had no idea what a Ford Taurus was.
That's so wild.
The first generation Ford Taurus.
That's a strange car, you know?
Yeah. The first gen Taurus was introduced in 1985. Ended in 2007. 34 years.
Hell of a run.
How many Ford Tauruses did Ford produce globally in those 34 years?
34 years?
Yeah.
How many Ford Tauruses? How many Ford Tauri?
How many Tauri?
How many?
34 I.
I have no idea. How many? So it was popular.
I don't know how many. I just like have no concept of how many fucking cars they make.
Was it like Honda Accord popular?
I'm glad you asked.
I gotta fucking tell you the answers.
I'm glad you asked. Well, Aaron did. Aaron said it has been surpassed by 4 other Ford models: the F-Series, the Mustang, the Escort, and the Model T.
The Model T.
Well, I know he said that. That's kind of funny.
Here's Craig. Here's my gift to you. I don't know if 100% this is true, but I believe it was like the best-selling sedan for a stretch run there.
Craig, remember the better you know
US.
the thing, the worse you
right. I should just fucking say
ignore him. He's going to come in last.
I think I'm going to be way too high. All right.
3, 2, 1.
70 million.
Oh, I went too low, maybe. I said 10 million.
I said 1 million. 70 million?
1 million in 34 years?
Global, yeah.
What was it?
7.5 million.
Oh, nice.
I don't know, man. I don't know how many cars were made.
Have you guys looked at a Ford Taurus?
No.
Fucking ugly.
I was going to do it.
Maybe if I looked at it, I would have guessed a lower number.
I know, right?
70 million.
I'm gonna choose my best one.
My initial gut was version. $1 million a year, but I guess I was like, once you buy it,
dude, they sold a fuck ton of these.
What is the most popular car model right now? What's the best selling car model?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I believe.
Like a Toyota
there's an answer to this
something.
from was it Burn Notice? There's a show where a guy steals a car, and it's like you always steal. I think it's a Did you say Accord? There's or RAV4. There's
Toyota RAV4, Honda Accord.
It's got to be like a Honda Accord.
That I had a Honda Accord in high school.
Yeah. I think it's a RAV4 and Accord because I saw some
is
show
anyone
where
checking
steal
this?
those cars because those are
I
the
had
most
a
popular
black
cars in America.
1999 Honda Accord where I had the cassette that you put into the player and then you could plug it into your phone. You know, the cassette with the cord attached to it, and then you could plug it into your like iPod Touch. That shit was the best.
Okay, so as I suspected. Hold on. Now Austin's sending me something different. I looked up the world. Are we talking world or US?
US.
Okay, so Austin said
Ford Tauruses are ugly. Wow.
RAV4 is the
Ford
best-selling
F-Series
SUV.
is the best-selling vehicle in America. Fucking Americans love their trucks.
RAV4's SUV. Yeah. F-Series
RAV4?
is pickup.
But the Ford F-150 or whatever, those are the most selling?
Yeah, but it says F-Series, so including all.
Right.
Like,
is it?
That's more than one car.
Right.
I found another thing that said the world's best-selling car is the Toyota Corolla, which makes 100%
checks
sense
out.
to me.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
The Tesla Model Y is the second best-selling car in the world.
Austin sent us an AI overview, so I don't believe it for a goddamn second.
Gemini? No.
Please. All right.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a Toyota Corolla, probably.
So, okay, DK, wait. So you get, who did you want? Brenton Strange. All right, I'm going to go out of left field here. I'm taking a leap of faith. This is Monday. Bears-Vikings has not been played. This could look very obvious or very dumb. There's two people out there right now. There's Dalton Schultz for the Texans, who the Texans are out of tight ends. Like, they have 4 tight ends who are probably not playing the next 2 or 3 weeks. So, like, Dalton Schultz played 95% of snaps this week, which he did, like, once last year, or, like, 0 times last year. So, Schultz just going to play for the Texans?
He did get banged up in the game.
That's the thing. So I kind of want to go with Cole Kmet just because the Bears are going to play the Lions next week, and the Lions defense is a mess. And I know Cole Kmet hasn't been incredible, but I kind of want to go.
You could say that again. Cole Kmet had put up 0 last week. 0
I know.
targets.
I don't. He hasn't played yet this week. So the people listening to this, if Cole Kmet does okay on Monday Night Football, I'm like, I'd be okay with it. The Niners Bears game was a catastrophe. I know. Look, it's weird. If you're plugging and playing a tight end this week, it's not good things. You can't even get your hands on Brenton Strange. It's tough times.
You can't get your hand on some Strange?
No, I got Craig. You're going to start saying it now.
I am. I'm going to say
for
it.
nostalgia's sake.
Yeah.
Or something.
Who are you picking, Craig? Mr. 70 million.
Not Stone Smart. No one's taking Stone Smart.
I'm not.
What a fucking name.
70 million Ford Tauruses. There should be.
I will die before I play Stone Smart in my fantasy semifinals.
I love Stone Smart.
I'll go to the grave.
Stone Smart's going to go off this week. Just watch.
That is generally how it works.
Look, it's slim pickings out there, I will say.
That's a Sabrina Carpenter song.
I might still. Noah Gray, is Mahomes going to play?
Mahomes plays.
I just may. We could go and lay in some hay.
It's just May. What do you say?
What are we doing?
That's a Happy Gilmore bit.
Oh, what?
Come on.
Catch up.
When is that from Happy Gilmore?
Remember when he's in the bar with Shooter?
You listen to what I say or you'll pay.
Yeah.
Why don't I sit on some hay and
go hang out by the bay?
Just May. What do you say? I love when he gets the beer bottle and he breaks it and he goes, "You want to go?"
Jesus, I meant on the golf course.
Do you know that's where I learned about the concept of? That's where I learned the concept of breaking a bottle for a fight is from that scene in Happy Gilmore.
Jesus, I meant on the golf course.
Happy's he's like fucking ready to rock. He's like the dude in the town, Jeremy Renner in the town. He's like, yeah, whose car are we taking?
Whose car are we taking?
Whose car are we gonna take? I'm gonna go with Juwan Johnson.
Okay,
sure.
Tight end on the Saints. There are no players on the Saints anymore. Alvin Kamara being out is like a third of their targets are up for grabs.
Cool.
That's what I'm doing.
This is awful.
I went over 3 on trivia.
Mac Jones and Brenton Strange, and then on the scale, and then we get Spencer Rattler, Jake Hader,
we got the Rattler and the Rizzler.
Rattler and the Rizzler.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that.
All right. Quarterback, if you need a quarterback, which I hope you don't. I mean, dude, this is insane, but I feel like you're either looking at Aaron Rodgers and
Aaron Rodgers is the play.
Or Drake Maye versus the Bills, which is like so dumb it could work.
He runs around.
He runs. Yeah. He's good. The Bills will be up a lot, and then you'll get the garbage time. It's like a don't watch the game thing. But hopefully you don't need a quarterback at this stage. Defenses. Now we can talk real quick. Defenses. All right. If the Bills' defense is available, good odds. I know we've been talking about picking them up and stashing them for this week, but I assume that no one played the Bills against the Lions, so they might be on waivers. Check if the Bills are available. They play the Patriots, and then the Jets. Don't care how well Rodgers played. Like, I think you could play Bills for both those weeks. That's definitely top priority. Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay is available, Tampa Bay plays Dallas with Cooper Rush, then Carolina with Bryce Young. So Tampa Bay could get you through the next 2 weeks. The Titans play the Colts and Anthony Richardson, and then they play the Jags and Mac Jones. The Titans defense, maybe like super available. Like, I think the Titans one could be really good for you. Especially because I'm sure people did not play them against the Bengals. So I think the Titans one could be great. Sneaky great turnover potential. Texans. If Patrick Mahomes misses this game and Carson Wentz is the quarterback for the Chiefs, anything is possible. So I would say keep an eye on Texans defense because you know what? I don't even know. And then Bengals are playing the Browns. Really weird to suggest the Bengals defense in any context whatsoever. But the Bengals defense, they're playing Jameis Winston, and I feel like that's all that I need to say is that the Bengals are playing Jameis. And then Colts are playing the Titans, so it's either going to be Will Levis or Mason Rudolph. So I know that's a lot of defenses, but I think those there's definitely one or two available of all those defenses, and I hope that they can help you win.
Did you mention Atlanta? Would you even consider starting Atlanta against the Giants?
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely do that. That's also really good. There's like a weird amount of good defenses available. I mean, yeah, Tommy, dude, the Giants suck. I don't know if you noticed.
Is it going to be Drew Lock after this week? Or is
the irony is they would have started playing Daniel Jones again. This is probably why they cut him. It's because they're like, yeah, these other guys suck, and we're going to have to put Daniel Jones in. They don't want to
Daniel Jones is like, I refuse to go back in for this.
What is your guys' unbiased take on all the planes they're flying over Giants Stadium?
All the drones?
Oh, well, no, that's in New Jersey. Well, I guess so is the stadium. Maybe they should get the drones to fly over the stadium and fire. Like,
maybe could we just get a drone as a quarterback for the Giants? That'd
Honestly,
be cool.
Yeah, couldn't do
all-time quarterback.
They're flying planes over with like that says like John Mara make a change or something, right?
We're gonna keep flying these goddamn planes until you make
it's like
a
the
change.
Giants fire Brian Dable and Joe Shade and all the drones in Jersey. Just go away.
Are plane advertisement complaints having a moment? What's going on with that?
I think they are, actually.
Those guys must be so mad when the Giants turn a season around. Going out of business.
Wait, Heifetz, did you pick a tight end?
I guess I waffled between Cole Kmet
He said,
Dalton
I'd
Schultz.
rather die. I'd rather die than pick Stone Smart.
I'm not
He
taking
said
Stone
Kmet,
fucking
the
Smart.
guy with 0 targets last week.
But it's this week is still last week because it depends on Monday Night Football.
True.
I would take Cole Kmet if he does anything today, and Dalton Schultz. But I know he's a little banged up. But I kind of would take Dalton Schultz anyway. I'll take Dalton Schultz. Fuck it.
That's right. It's so funny because I quickly forgot. So I so quickly forgot who he picked because these guys are just like
it's because they're all just
terrible,
6'4" white
terrible
dudes with
options.
beards.
It just kind of enters your mind and immediately leaves.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
Kai, give us an update here on the trivia standings because I have a little bit of a backslide lately for me. I think.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Ooh.
DK's in first.
Damn it!
Oh,
16. Correct.
Nice.
Also, please feel free to check my math on any of this. Craig's in second with 15, and Heifetz closing the gap today with 2 wins at 14.
Wow, we're all right there.
Separated
16,
by
15,
1 each.
14?
16, 15,
Yeah.
14.
Whoa.
Again, check
And now
the
I
math
will
if
start
it's
cheating.
not.
Yeah, you should.
Wow.
God damn it.
I didn't realize
It's going to come down to the wire, folks. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Did we land on what happens for whoever wins? Just
Not
vibes?
really.
Okay.
I don't remember.
We'll figure that out for the
Bragging rights.
playoffs. We have some ideas cooking for the playoffs.
We do. We have some good playoff bet ideas. There'll be something with trivia waivers. We'll do something with whoever got last has to pay for dinner or something.
Should we tell people right now what we got cooking for the playoffs?
Yeah, the middle seat.
So we're gonna have some kind of playoff competition, and just so everyone knows, we're gonna keep doing the show like through the playoffs, through the offseason draft show, everything like please stick with us. If this is your first season listening, I know a bunch of you guys are in your first season. We cover the whole offseason. We cover the playoffs. We still do Sunday recaps and Friday previews, and we cover the offseason and coaches getting fired and hired and free agents and draft show through the whole shebang. So please stick with us. And
we do Oscars, NBA playoffs, March Madness, golf, everything.
Hockey, yeah. Live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start watching stuff.
So
this offseason.
We're going to do a playoff competition, TBD exact what it is. And the stakes are going to be, we're flying from New Orleans the week of the Super Bowl to LA.
Well, the three of us are flying together from New Orleans to LA the day before the Super Bowl.
The loser of our playoff competition will raw dog a middle seat. I can't speak English. They will sit between the other two people on the show. And you
we
will
gotta
not
book that flight.
I know.
You will raw dog the flight. Yeah, we really should. Imagine we can't get it.
I don't think we will.
seat.
We're gonna have to go talk to.
So we're gonna be in the
gate
back of the
agent.
plane. We'll be in the last row, and one of us will be in the middle, just staring
not
forward.
doing anything.
David puttying it for 4 or 5 hours.
It's middle shark, if you will.
Oh, good callback.
We have to sit in a shark costume. Imagine that.
It's kind of
Would they let you on the plane in that?
It's a great question.
Probably not.
Wow.
I feel like there's no
Why not?
issue. I don't know. You're concealing something. I guess if you're going through security, you're fine. I just feel like they wouldn't let you on a plane in a shark costume. I don't know why.
You'd have to
take
take it off to go through security.
fantasyfootball@gmail.com if you've ever flown in a costume.
In a shark costume.
Let us know if anyone has any relevant history. All right. So, wait, Kai, who are you picking right here?
I'm going to go with DK. Very simply, I haven't gone with the TCU player in a while. There really hasn't been a TCU player in this. So, Kendre Miller.
Kendre.
He's back on the map. Shout out. He was on
Who
that.
won last week?
Last week, it's still kind of up in the air. DK has 11 because of Sincere. DK has 11.7 with Sean Tucker, Elijah Moore, Noah Gray. Craig, who I chose, Patrick Taylor, Romeo Doubs, and Juwan Johnson. I mean, Doubs was just like carrying us.
Doubs? I thought
19.7.
Fuck.
Sorry.
And then Heifetz has Sincere, McCormick, Adam Thielen, and Hunter Henry with 12.1. So there's like a 7-point gap that Sincere needs to close.
7
or
for
8 point
Sincere
gap.
is pretty reasonable.
We'll see.
It's possible.
Okay.
Thank you, Kai.
Of course.
Kai doesn't have to sit in the middle seat. Lucky bastard.
Kai gets first class.
So here's a question.
Instead,
in the
we
middle
just
seat,
force him to eat disgusting food.
if I lose, and I'm in the middle seat, and DK's watching a movie next to me, can I kind of watch that movie over his shoulder or no?
I've been wondering how we're going to enforce this.
Do I have to like
Absolutely
look forward?
not. You cannot.
Like in
watch
theory,
my
no,
movie.
but like I feel like it's DK's going to be mad the whole time, like looking like at like one of us. Like, are you
Can
looking
I
at a
close
movie?
my eyes and try to go to sleep?
No.
I have to stay
You
awake and just
can't
stare.
close your eyes.
Yes.
I can't close my eyes.
You just have to fucking think, pal. Just have to be in your
What if I
thoughts.
fall asleep?
Nope.
We wake you up.
Waking you up. Waking you up.
I hope you lose now, old man.
How long is this flight? Are we
It's
talking?
like 4.5 hours. I
Oh,
think.
If
that's
DK
fine.
loses, he's definitely going to pull rank and change these rules.
Also, we should say the three of us have never been on a plane together.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We're going to put on social the process of how we board planes, and DK will be.
DK can
horrified.
assess Heifetz and I's.
God, I already know. I already
airport
feel like
behavior.
I know how Heifetz does already. He's got fucking shit everywhere. He's got like his laptop in his hands. He's got headphones, one headphone in. Like he's got a fucking giant food thing that he's trying to carry, like asking people to like get by them.
Heifetz is the one who buys like a cheeseburger and fries from the fucking restaurant inside the airport and then brings it onto the plane.
Yeah.
Pops that thing open the second he's allowed to and starts eating.
What's your guys' take on, by the way, I meant to ask this. What's your take on,
You eat before the plane is my point.
yeah, I agree with that. What's your take on bringing a coffee on the airplane?
That's fine.
I always
never
thought,
do
I don't
that.
have anything like morally against it.
I think
I
a
always
drink, you
just
can
thought
bring
it
a
was
drink.
kind of a bad idea because number one, when you drink coffee, you have to shit. Number two, when you drink coffee, you have to piss really bad. I'm like, I'm not trying to like get on an airplane and then have to shit.
Well, you got to go aisle seat maybe if you're a coffee drinker. I just don't love when I sit down next to the guy and he's got like a salmon Caesar salad that he busts open. I'm like, you couldn't have had that before you boarded? Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty chaotic.
Right.
I'm not a coffee guy on a plane.
Thank God. That's good.
I will be if I have the middle seat. I'll probably have a hot coffee, no lid, try to spill.
I'm going to have a laxative if I sit in the middle seat just to get you up every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just so I have something to do.
I'm gonna find you in the back of the plane at some different like chair or some different seat watching a movie.
DK, I think you'll find me to be an exemplary airplane guest partner.
I think I can see that. Yeah.
I do have to pee. I pee a little bit though, so I do like the aisle.
Yeah.
I'm a
that's
peer.
Fine. That's fine. I don't mind getting up for when people need to get out because then you can kind of stretch your legs a little.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Okay.
Emails?
Yeah.
I think you'll find me to be an exemplary plane boarder. I believe
I get in, get out. You won't even know I'm there.
Real Milford, man.
We got 2 brains of dad, parent, mom emails, of one of which is things your parents were urgently texting you about that didn't matter.
Call me.
And then also more things your dad claimed to invent. So starting with just things your parents texted you about. This one's from TJ.
TJ.
I work at an accounting firm, and once a quarter, we spend a full day reviewing our internal process with the CEO. I sat down for a quarterly meeting. My phone buzzes. I look at my phone. The text from my dad says, quote, "I need to talk to you ASAP. Call me."
Oh, I love it.
I start texting reply. The CEO begins his presentation, so I put my phone away. 2 hours later, I call my dad. It goes to voicemail. So I text him,
Starting to
"Hey,
panic.
been in meetings. I'll call you back soon." He says, "Hurry." With a period. Hurry. 2 more hours go by. I call him. I'm sweating. I'm nervous. And I said, "Hey, Dad, what's going on?" He goes, "Not a whole lot. Just working. How's your day going?"
Oh, my God.
Was he messing with TJ, or is that just is that his normal behavior?
So that's what TJ said, basically. Like, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I just want to know what you wanted for Christmas." It was
ASAP.
July.
Oh.
There was
I'm
a
retired.
sale
I feel
on
like
Amazon.
retired people just like have nothing better to do.
Everyone's on their timeline.
I got to get ahead on Christmas shopping. It's July.
I'll get a call at like 11 a.m. I'm like, I can't answer that. I have a job.
Needs to talk to you
I'm at my
ASAP.
job during the day.
Another one that I loved was this from Mike.
Mike. A
few years ago, my wife got a text from her dad asking her to meet him for lunch the next day. She had a lot of meetings, so she tried to do a different day. He says, "No, it has to be tomorrow." For the rest of the night, we were so worried. Maybe he or my mother-in-law had cancer or something bad happened to one of her siblings. Just what could this possibly be? Sleepless night, a lot of anxiety.
God.
Turns out he just had a gift card to that restaurant. It expired the next day.
Dude.
It's the selective withholding of information.
Yeah,
you know?
just say that.
Yeah.
Say that. They don't charge you per word when they're texting. I don't know if you know this.
Oh my God.
You can explain things.
We also have a couple ones I loved of like people who claiming, again, we were like, dad claimed to invent the question mark. My dad says he
the
discovered
jump
Joe
shot.
Burrow. Yeah, the jump shot. Yeah, the grandfather
The
turnaround
jumper is
invented the turnaround shot.
iconic.
Someone emailed in and said there's a law professor at a college I'll withhold, but basically she tells a lecture for 30 years. She's told the story that, and I quote, "Every year this professor makes a point to tell a very long story about how her father invented Penne vodka."
Oh,
Peniel
wow.
vodka?
And it's been very, very thoroughly debunked. But
I was going to say, isn't that like probably hundreds of years old?
yeah, definitely. And it's like been thoroughly debunked. Anyway, he just tells the story every year. Doesn't care.
He accidentally, what he was doing is he's making pasta and he had a glass of vodka.
Drinking
He's drunkenly
martini.
spilled a little bit of it in the pan.
Oh, there's something
it's from-
here.
Another one here from Gabe.
Gabriel.
My dad swears up and down he invented the backwards hat.
Fuck, that's awesome.
And he claims to have invented the rally hat.
The rally cap?
The story goes he was drunk at a college baseball game, dropped his hat, picked it up, put it back on the wrong way, and the team started winning.
Wait, he put it on inside out?
That's what a
Backwards
rally
at
cap
first.
is.
He got the
Wow.
rest of the crowd to turn their hats around too, and Montclair State Hawks won not only that game, but every game the rest of the season.
Montclair State. Hear
It
me
had
out.
to be.
Hear me out. Wait, this is Gabe's father or grandfather?
His father.
Maybe he did. How old is the rally cap? It can't be that
Someone
old.
had to do it. I think the backwards hat is a crazy thing to say.
That's
you
crazy.
invented.
The rally cap, I'm willing to hear him out, I think.
I invented the backwards hat is so fucking funny.
Says that the rally cap's exact origins are unclear. It gained popularity in the late 70s or 80s. The San Francisco Giants.
This guy.
Oh my God, maybe he did.
No proof. You can't prove that he didn't.
Wow.
Okay.
The 1982 Giants are often credited with popularizing the trend.
The best one of all time is Dusty Baker received the first high five. That's like the greatest.
God.
We were talking about that.
No.
Dusty Baker's like the Forrest Gump of baseball. Dusty Baker has been every moment. He was like teammates with Pete Rose and like he was there for the Barry Bonds. Like Dusty Baker's been a part of everything in baseball history, but he received the first high five that like we have recordings of basically when he was on the Reds in the 70s. And he like, this is great thing. If he was like, it wasn't a thing. And it's like his teammate just smacked his hand. And he was like, whoa, what was that?
There's something there.
It was amazing. One last one here from Andre.
Andre.
This is special. My dad insists he taught Magic Johnson everything he knows.
Of course.
Okay.
So Andre says, my dad's 6'6", and for years he told me that he was the first big guard in basketball.
Oh.
And for many years, I was like, Jesus, Dad, like, you know, just to get me through these conversations. And I took a visit to my dad's alma mater, Fisk University in Nashville. I met some of his teammates that these stories aligned, and a gentleman introduces me to a guy named Monk who played on a historically great high school basketball team. Monk says, man, your dad was the first big man we'd ever seen that could dribble the basketball like that. He'd be flying down the court, fro blowing in the wind. Is the way this guy described his dad. So it's like, so Andre's like, okay, maybe my pops was all right at basketball. Then Andre found a program that had his dad listed on the roster at Michigan State. And he said his dad had said he had quit before the first game because the coach told him that even though he was better than the guys, he would never play because he was a walk-on. And there was like no proof of this. You know, it was like I could have gone all state if coach didn't hate me.
Right.
10 years ago, I get a call from my dad. Come over. I have a poster for you. And I get there, and he's got like a dozen signed Magic Johnson posters. Wow. And he's got one for one for Andre's sister, one for Andre's stepmom, like all these ones. And he's like, hands Andre his poster. And it says, signed of Magic Johnson. And it's a picture of the poster of Magic Johnson and the picture of Magic Johnson signing the poster. Both. And it says, to Ralph, his dad, thank you for teaching me everything. Thank you for teaching me basketball.
That's awesome.
It said, thank you for teaching me basketball.
Thank you for teaching me everything.
That's something that Magic would say.
It is. He was even saying the same way back then.
Yeah.
Thank you for teaching me basketball.
Thank you for teaching me basketball. Wow, he's kind of always been that way.
He's never changed, Magic. Oh my God.
I love that.
That's really good. The original Magic Johnson tweet.
The original Magic. Thank you for teaching me everything. Thank you for teaching me basketball.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right. That's all I got. Thank you, DK. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. I'll take more dad stories. I'm obsessed with these. I thought we were going to end it, and I'm like, you know what? Backwards hat. If you got them, if you can top, my dad says he invented the backwards hat. If you can top that, or your dad taught another NBA
It was
Hall
windy,
of Famer.
and my hat blew around. Lo and behold.
I was drunk. I picked it up. It was
right.
on wrong. Everyone copied me. Thank you, TK. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, everybody. Emails at ringerfantasyfootball@gmail.com. Send us your fantasy courts. Good luck in the semis. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Sean Lee's Ping Pong Orchestra.
What now?
Yeah. What's going on?
Sean Lee's Ping Pong Orchestra.
Yesterday you did Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting ping-ponged here.
Yeah.
Sean Lee's Ping
Pong Orchestra.
Explain. Just tell me anything about that.
I don't know a lot about them, but they have one song that was really popular when I was like, I don't know, early 2000s maybe. And you guys might recognize it. Let me play it for you real quick.
Sounds like a Mario song.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this an intro music to a video game?
Mario.
Sounds like he's in Underwater World.
Sounds like a loading screen, yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe this was a very memorable song to DK's youth, and we're like, yeah, it sounds like the loading screen for Mario.
You know what's funny is I'm looking
Like-
this guy up, and it says that he is known for creating the entire score for the acclaimed video game Bully.
Oh, so you guys weren't off.
So he does have a bit of a video game sound.
Yeah, I'm
to
on the
him.
Wikipedia too. It says inventor of the backwards hat.
What? Killer turnaround jumper? Wow.
Thank you for teaching me basketball.
Thank you for teaching me basketball, Magic Johnson.
Damn, you guys were kind of close with the whole video game thing. Well done.
Oh, he worked with Jeff Buckley.
His music's in Ocean's 13, The Breakup, and CSI Miami. Huh.
What's the ping pong thing about?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe come a little more prepared next time.
Craig, you'll like this. He is the co-founder of the London-based yacht rock duo Young Guns Silver Fox, along with
cool.
Andy Platts.
I don't know who that is, but that's cool. They didn't make the doc on the cutting room floor.
Also, no, I will not come more prepared next time. You guys,
That's fair.
you have so many rules for me for this thing. I'm just throwing out bands.
Do
all
we?
right?
Okay. All right. What are the rules?
Just want to get the rules are. Let's spark some conversation. Let's
But
just talk about
what do
stuff.
you think our rules are?
Yeah. What rules have I imposed on this
Oh,
process?
okay. First of all, you say, "Oh, be more prepared." Okay, fine. You also get mad at me when I say something that's too popular, like the Beatles.
That's funny.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
like when you say something popular, like Sabrina Carpenter. I was delighted, but I don't like when you start repeating. You've said Katy Perry 6 times. That's when I start to get upset.
How many times can we have Katy Perry on the show?
Just feel like there's a lot of snip snap going on, because then if I mention somebody too obscure, you're like, okay,
Sean Lee's Ping Pong Orchestra.
Come on, what are we
which
doing?
is definitely fake. You
Now
made
you learned something,
What is
Craig.
the correct reaction I'm supposed to have to Sean Lee's Ping Pong Orchestra? Other than what's that?
Curiosity, intellectual curiosity, Heifetz. All right?
Sean Lee's Ping Pong
That's what it
Orchestra
said.
sounds
What's
like
that?
a Sundance film with Andrew Garfield.
Anyway,
Okay.
check out that one song.
What's it
Who do
called?
you think's the most famous band that's tossed
Kiss
a
the
fish at
Sky.
Pike Place?
Yeah,
Famous art musician that's tossed a fish at Pike's Place or caught one, whatever.
Eddie Vedder's definitely done.
I was gonna say. That's a good question. A lot of big ones.
I think
I'm
Katy
sure.
Perry did it.
Most famous bands.
You think a bonita fish has done it?
AI, I swear to God, dude, who decided that every Google search now would start with this Gemini thing? It's telling me Johnny Hahn. Who the fuck is that?
Johnny Hahn and the
I
Tic
don't
Tac
know.
Orchestra?
I think it gave me a list of people who are playing music there now.
I feel like Vedder's a safe bet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, Bruce
One of the-
Springsteen.
one
Gonna
of
be
the,
hard
like-
to beat. Springsteen did it.
Oh, the boss.
The boss, he knows about it.
Boss himself. Dude, I love the Bruce Springsteen Santa Claus is Coming to Town song. I think it's great.
Oh, that's a top 5 Christmas song for me.
So I think me too. It's so good. I love the little intro and he's like, Clarence, have you been good? I love that.
Santa gonna get you a new saxophone.
I don't know this.
What?
I'm
You
not.
don't know the Bruce Springsteen
I'm
Santa
not.
Claus
I'm not
is
a
Coming
big
to Town?
I'm not a big Springsteen guy.
But what about you throw on Christmas music? It's in every playlist.
I probably would recognize
It's
it.
a live rendition of Santa Claus Coming to Town, and
awesome.
it's magical.
Okay.
Tis the
What if I
season.
would have said the boss? Would you have been upset?
No, I don't think we've done Bruce.
I've definitely done Bruce.
Don't know about that.
He's wearing a beret
think
in this
I have.
photo. I ain't never seen Springsteen in a beret.
I think he wears berets.
Does he?
Yeah.
I think he wears berets.
I think he's a beret guy. Pretty sure he's a beret guy.
Now I'm Googling it. Yeah.
Wow, he really looked like Jeremy Allen
news
White.
caps.
Oh wait, no, that's a photo of Jeremy Allen
Newsboy
White.
caps.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Jeremy Allen White's gonna play Springsteen in a movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's good casting.
That does. Damn.
Dude, Bruce Springsteen, a young Bruce Springsteen, had a big old hoop earring. This guy was cool as shit. I mean, he still is, but, he was also cool then.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.